because God has allowed you to do so. It is a day that is good, and it is a day that you should rejoice into it. Listen, child of God, you might be home right now. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to touch. There is a lot of things going on your mind. Things are not connecting very well. You are trying to connect with the people. Nothing is happening. You are trying to look for the job. Nothing is happening. You know, the people that you are looking at, the people that you look forward that they might help you, these are the people that have left you. These are the people that do like they cannot see you. You know what? There is a time when God allows people to move away from you, and then when he allows them to move away from you, then him as God comes to your life. There is no situation that God will allow to come to you yet knowing there is no solution. According to you, you might have suffered for the longest time, but I want to tell you that God can still do something. You see, the month of January is getting done very soon, but still it is like another year. There is no job. There is no hope. I want to give you one hope, that stop looking at the people, but look at what God can do for you. Stop looking at the people. Stop focusing on the people. The people you are focusing on, those are the people that in this hard time, they are not with you. You are trying their calls, they are not taking anything. You are WhatsApping them, they are not replying you. You are in deep troubles. You need God to take you out of that. You only need God this time. You don't need the people. The love of the people is limited. The support of the people is limited. But when you see the love that is given by God, it is an eternal love. Sometimes we focus on people more than how we should focus on God. You know, when focusing on God, God also focuses on you. He sees that all what you do and all what you can is to trust in him. But as I'm speaking right now, somebody is trusting someone to give them a job. They have long taken your CV. Even today, you even didn't bother to send the CVs because somebody is waiting with your CV. He is not going to send it anyway. Somebody is just putting that CV on top of the table. And you are here seated because you trust a human being. You are here seated thinking you will find a job. You must stop being lazy and start getting into the field. If you are looking for a job, go out, but like any other one. If you don't have money for transport, walk. It is your CV to God. It is your CV even for your children. The sufferings that you are doing now, they are for your children. The problem that happened is that our parents, they suffered themselves, and they did not manage to make good life for us. And when they didn't manage to make good life for us as of now, all what we need is we need to work hard for ourselves and even work harder for our children. You see, we need to work harder for ourselves and work harder for our children and also work harder for our parents. You see that we are a generation that is under pressure. Our parents, they need us. And as they need us, yourself, you need yourself. Your children, they need you. So you have got 3 departments that you need to support as you are one. And sometimes when our parents see us maybe buying things, maybe you are buying a toy for your child because you want to make that child clever. You don't want your child to be behind. When they see you buying a toy, they start to compare that you could have maybe bought them something. You could have maybe bought 2 kg of sugar. You could have maybe bought 5 kg of Millimil. You see, you are trying, but the pressure that we have is the pressure from our parents. We need to take care of them. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care and plan for the future of our children. So don't give up. I understand how hard things are. I understand how things are, but please don't give up. Pray every day. Don't give up on God. Pray every day. God will make you meet with the right people. Because at some times we have got people that we are surrounded by, but those are not the people that are relevant into our lives. We are surrounded by people that are only relevant when it comes to bringing us down, when it comes to discouraging us, when it comes to telling us how these things, they are not going to work. We are surrounded by the people that when you want to start a business, they start to tell you how bad is it, how did it not work for somebody else. We are surrounded by the people who only see the negatives. Sometimes it is because they haven't experienced positive life vibes. So the people around us, let them not be of an impact that is negative unto our lives. We need people that uplift each other. We need people that uplift each other. You know, at some point, let me tell you this story. At some point, there was a point whereby I was comfortable by only having money for rent and money for combo. For those that don't know, combo is just a package that you get in a shop with a lesser price that consists of basic commodities like the needs, Millimil, cooking oil, and so forth, rice, and those staple foods that we eat. So at some point I was comfortable living a life that I'll only pay the rent. I was comfortable that I'll only get the combo. The combo will have to take me to another month, and I'll hustle. The devil will only allow you to have money to pay rent, but not have money to buy anything for yourself. You get me? So until I met my wife, whom when we met, I remember when we were talking about the story of the year was about to end, and then we were like, so what are your plans for December? Then I'm like, you know what? Even in December, as long as I have paid my rent, as long as I have bought my combo, I am fine. So she was surprised and looked at me and said, what do you mean you will be fine? You know, I was not that person who was used in making money. I was not that person who was used to be thinking of making businesses. I was that person who was just idling there. Sometimes we become too comfortable in our problems. We become too comfortable and we don't want to shift. There are people right now, and as you look at their lives, when you look at them, they seem to be like they are stranded. They are just there waiting to die. The day comes in, the day goes out. The day comes in, the day goes out. There is nothing productive that they are doing. But let me tell you, a prayer is very productive. Move. Don't just be on that bed. Go and wake up your sister. Tell them to go and market the job. Tell them to go and meet with the people. Some of you, you are not even looking for jobs because you are threatened by your relationships. Your partners, they threaten you. You are there, you are like somebody's housemaid. You are there, you are not even allowed to think. This is not the generation that we could just sit at home. This is not the generation that you could just sit and wait for someone to provide. Life and the expenses, they are very difficult. Life and the expenses, they are very difficult. And sometimes, if you do not want pressure, do not do things that are not planned. Okay, like for instance, do not just see yourself pregnant. Do not just see yourself impregnated a woman. You are putting unnecessary pressure on top of you who is already failing, on top of you who is already trying to build life. You are trying to build life, and at the same time, you are chasing pleasure. You are trying to build life, you are chasing pleasure. You are trying to build life, you are chasing pleasure. I don't know if somebody hears me. When it is time to build, trust me, even being into a relationship, when you see that it is disturbing, don't go into any relationship. Stay and focus on yourself. It might be a year, it might be a year or two, but at the end of the day, the focus you give in yourself, the love you give in yourself should direct you on finding something to do. Like, trust me, I know we are broke and everything, and including me. Right now, trust me, there is somebody who is only looking for 50 pula to start a business. There is somebody who is only looking for 50 pula to start a business. And as for you, even if you have that 50 pula, you cannot start any business, because maybe the way how you see yourself, the way how you put a status, the way how you value yourself, let me tell you, the way to success does not have value. You cannot compare yourself now and the way how you are going to be if you are failing to start small. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody right now is looking for 50 pula to go and buy a packet of holes. They go and buy a packet of holes. They start to sell those sweets. And then those sweets, they give them the profit. As they go, I am telling you, your business will not start at higher. Your business will fall and rise. You will meet a lot of things along the way, but forward we go. Laone, forward we go. Sell those sneakers until you have a shoe, I don't know what you can call it, until people come and stock from you. Sell those sneakers, tell them, bring them to the people, advertise. Even if there is someone even if you don't get the likes, just advertise. Some of the good days, people will revisit your business. They will revisit your advertisement. Say what you have. Be yourself and do not fear. Do not fear because the people, they don't support you. You see, right now when I'm preaching, I preach even if only one viewer is there. I preach, I go live even if there is one person, or even if there are no people. I still preach, I still say the live videos. I know that some of the good days, these people that are missing this, they are people that will get these words at the right time when God has opened the doors. I don't want to start with big numbers to say I want to be watched by 1,000 people. No, this is where we start. This is where I am starting. I am home. This is where I am. I am pastoring. I am home. My reward will come. I am telling you. And even you, go and work that person. Go and work that person right now. Tell them the prophet is saying, go and look for a job. Tell them the prophet is saying, go and drop your CV. Go and drop your CV. Stop choosing what you want to do and what you don't want to do. The life we have right now, even if it means I, the prophet, I can go and clean the toilets. I'll go and clean the toilets to get the money. I'll go and clean the toilets to have my children fed. I'll go and clean the toilets. I'll go and business. I'll sell even the firewood. I'll sell the vegetables. Do not surprised one day when you are passing and it's me selling street food there. Do not surprise when you are at looking for something and you hear that is being sold by me. I want to grow. I want to go forward. If you wait for people, if you wait for jobs, otherwise these people these days, they only hire the people that they know they will use. Sometimes you are home with your degree, maybe it is serving you a purpose of being not used. Go and do something. Go and do something. This year 2022, we will be going to church, we will be doing business. And if you meet me selling vegetables, if you meet me selling street food, if I call you and say I'm selling chickens, broiler chickens, I will be doing things so that we can all do. I cannot survive with your money, the money that you don't have. I have a family to feed. I have a wife who needs to put on a makeup. I have a wife who needs to smell good. I have children who must go to proper school. I have children who must have proper accommodation, proper shelter. I have to till the land. I have to be a man, not just a man of God, but also a man, a husband, and a hardworking man. Let us all rise. Let us all rise and find anything to do. We have got followers. Some of the friends here, we meet people that are very intelligent and we don't even propose anything. When you meet people, you want to appear as if you know everything. You don't even listen to other people when they are talking. It's always, you are quickly to talk, you are quickly to say this. And even the people at the end of the day, they just watch and say, what can we do? If there is any way that you can go, wake up from that bed, dust your shoes, dust your shoes and go. This is where you find somebody saying, I don't have clothes, I don't have anything to wear, to go and drop a CV. Who cares about you right now? You want to hide until when? You want to hide your business, your success is waiting for you there, but you are not ready to face the embarrassment. You are not ready to face the embarrassment. You don't have a belt. Take a wire and put on that trouser and go and look for a job. It doesn't matter who is going to see you doing what. It doesn't matter. The eyes of the people, they are not the eyes of the Lord. The way how the Lord sees you is not the way how the people sees you. We are busy trying to appear good to the people, but the same people, they don't buy us food. The same people, they don't pay school fees. They don't pay our rents. They don't pay our bills. But you are there thinking what will people say? What will people say? If they see me selling tomatoes, what will the people say? If they see me on the street, what the people say? If they see me going around with peanuts, what are the people going to say? Who said your whole life will stand still there in those peanuts? You are a CEO, you are a supermarket owner, but start small. Start small. You are hiding. Your dreams are hiding behind you. You have a lot of potential. When you think of business, do you think you are going to die a customer? You are buying everything. There is nothing that you produce on yourself. There is nothing that you produce. Even if you are home, there is a lot of space. You can put vegetables there. You can plant and start to sell vegetables. It is something that can come in. The problem, you are waiting for big amount of money that you cannot even raise. Your expectations, they are too high. You don't have the humble beginnings. You are aiming higher and you want to start things higher. No, let us start things very well. Katlego, Miss J, Laone, let us start things very low. This year 2022, call me and say, Prophet, come and bless my business. Prophet, I've started to repair the shoes. My corner is there. You are not going to stay there forever, but you are showing the way where you are, where you want to go, where you want to go. You are talking to me. I'm even shaking. Katlego, yes. And I called your name. Katlego, I want you to call me and say, Prophet, come and bless my business. This is my table. Ashley level. Do something. Call me and say, Prophet, come and see. Let the hand of the Lord bless my business. I told you someone is looking for 50 pula to start a business. Somebody is looking for 20 pula. Somebody, but you have that same amount. To you, that money is nothing. You are busy. You know, there are those people that at the end of the day, they are fighting with people because people, they promised them money, they didn't give them money. You are promised these people, they don't give you. You are a person who is always promised. Why don't you try the promises of God and not the promises of the people? If you see me like this, I've been promised a lot of things by the people, but those things, I don't have them. I don't own them. I've been promised cars. Prophet, I am going to give you this. I've been promised money. Prophet, let's do this, I'll do this. All those things I've been promised by the people, none of them manifested. But the promises of the Lord, they are yes and amen. What is it that you and God are agreeing to? What is it that you feel inside that you can do? Do you think you can sing? Do you think you can sell? Do you think you can motivate? Do you think make money with what you are good at? As you see me right now, I'm investing in a studio. I'm investing in whereby I'll be doing the podcast. I'm investing whereby I'll open a YouTube channel. I'm investing whereby I'll be expecting money to come, working with what I love, working with how I am capable. You are not only capable to fail, but you are also capable to succeed. Success is part of your life. Success is part and parcel of your life. Today, you must know that the love, the support of the people has let you down. You are waiting. You are waiting for somebody to call you. You are waiting for somebody to buy you something. You know what is happening. The world has grown so cruel that they know what you need. Somebody will go and work very hard. Instead of working very hard for their families, they work very hard to go and support those that are lazy, those that wants to use their bodies in a way that is wrong. I am telling you, there is a man who is working good job, but bad behavior, bad character. Your children are looking for money for school fees right now, but you are having threesome somewhere. Pleasure is what you are doing. Your wife, when did you last buy your partner anything? When did you last buy your partner even anything? Just a garment, an undergarment. When did you last come with those things? But you are busy being eaten by the community. You are busy working very hard only for pleasure. You are busy working very hard to go and give money to the prostitutes. You are busy working very hard for you to get sick and tomorrow die. You are not even planning for the future of your children. You are just a man, a manager who has got nothing, a manager who has money to spend on death, who has money to spend on people, who have money to spend on being drunk, who has money to spend on this world pleasure. You are just a man who is working, but you are working towards your grave. You are working towards your death. You are not leaving anything behind, because all your money and what you do is to take risk about it, is to know that you have to sleep outside, you don't go home, is to know that you have to go and money has to tell you, take your friends and visit your wife and kids. When you look at them, the way how you wear, the way how your clothes are, the way how you buy certain clothes, the way how you appear in the people, when you take your partner and we take your kids, it will look like they are not yours, because you are selfish. You are only there packing them at home. When your girlfriend is looking for money this January to pay rent, you are rushing to pay for a side chick instead to pay for the school fees of your children. You are rushing to pay for some things that are not worthy. You are busy covering you are busy covering here and there, but not for your family, not for your future. When did you last buy your children the clothes? When did you last buy a cover for the children? Let us do something that is positive in this year 2022. Go and start small. Go and start small. And some of you, I am starting with you this year. You see me. I am starting with you this year. And when it is tomorrow, don't try to say, Prophet didn't tell us. Let us start. When you see me on the streets selling anything, just know I am doing it for my family. I am doing it for myself and the legacy of my family. The things I do right now, the sufferings I am encountering right now, I don't want my generation, I don't want my children to face it. Therefore, I will work very hard. I will work very, very hard. Right. What I'm going to do now before I close. Rina, how are you? How are you? How are you? Say hi to my mother, the sweetest mother in the world, Mrs. Nyoni. Mrs. Nyoni. Mrs. Nyoni. Say hi to her. Right. What I'm going to do right now, I would love to, if you see where there's a button like where you can request, you want to talk with me live, you want to join my live, you want me to talk something into your life, just press the invite there. Just press the invite, then I can talk with you live right now. I can talk with you live right now and give you the words that you can cling on, and give you the words that you can hold on in this year 2022. I am waiting. I am waiting. Send that invite. Send that invite. I am waiting. I am waiting. I am waiting. So the next, because here I'll close this. Session. The next session that I'll be going through to is I've been posting some. There are some posts that I've been posting, and I would love to explain why and what would be happening when you see me posting those motivations and so forth. What will it that will be on my mind? What is it that I'll be having in my mind? So I'll be holding this phone on our next live, because I'll cut this one and then I'll go explaining each post. I'll explain maybe 10 posts today, and then I'll explain 10 others the other day. So let us shift. I'll drop this one, and then we are going to meet just a moment after this one. I hope people, they heard me. Let us do things in right way. This is the year 2022. People have been affected by COVID. If you were expecting money from people, they don't have it. Just generate it yourself. Start small. unless you have a lot of pride, then you will stay where you are, because you are not ready. You are not ready for the world. You are not ready for God to uplift you. You are not ready to start small. So, all right, I'll catch you right now, maybe in 2 minutes. I'm coming, and I'll be saying more about the post that I've been posting, so that people, they may understand it better. Thank you so much.